Hello everyone, my name is Jonatan from Binasana Informatika. So today I'm going to explain one of the fundamental areas of computer technology, which is hardware. In this presentation, I will describe what hardware is, the different categories of hardware, and how each component plays a role in a computer system. By understanding hardware, we can understand how computer operates from the inside. Okay, move to the next slide. So what is hardware? Hardware refers to the physical part of the computer, the components you can see, touch, and physically interact with. So for example, is a monitor, keyboard, motherboard, CPU, memory, and many others. Hardware is essential because it provides the structure and tools needed for a computer to function. Without hardware, software would have nothing to run on, and the computer would simply not exist. So it is important to know that hardware and software depend on each other. So hardware provides the physical device, while software provides instructions. But both must work together. We're going on the slide 3. Okay, input devices. So input devices are components that allow users to send data, commands, or instruction into the computer. So these devices help us interact with the machine. So some example are keyboard, mouse, webcam, and scanner. So the keyboard is used to type letters, numbers, and commands. And mouse used to point, click, drag, and control object on the screen. So on webcam is a capture image and videos for communication and recording. And the last one is scanner. So scanner is a convert physical document into digital format. So without input devices, the computer would not know that the user wants it to do it. Move to next slide. Okay, output devices. Output devices display or present the result of computer processing in a form that human can understand. So some example are monitor is displays visual information including text, videos, image, and applications. And the second one is printer. So is produce physical copies of digital documents. And then the last one is speaker or headphones. So it's a provide audio output such as music, notification, or voice. So output device allow us to receive feedback and see the result of the computer's operation. So we're gonna move to page 5. Oh, sorry. Okay, processing devices. So processing device are central components that handle data operation and calculation. So the main component is the CPU. So what is the CPU? CPU is known as central processing unit, is sometimes often called the brain of the computer. So it performs calculation, executes instruction from software, and manage data flow. And then the second one is GPU or graphic processing unit. So this one is special for rendering image, animation, and videos. It is especially important for gaming, video editing, and graphic intense tasks. We move to next slide. Now we got a storage device. So storage device is hold data permanently or temporarily, even the computer is turned off. So some example are SSD or solid state drive and HDD or hard disk drive, and also flash drive or USB drive, and then RAM or random access memory. So and hard disk drive is older, so mechanical storage with larger capacity but slower speed. And SSD is faster and more modern with no moving parts. And flash drive are USB drive is portable storage used to transfer files. And RAM, or random access memory, is temporarily memory used to store data that CPU needs quickly. So storage is more important because it's keep our files, document, programs, and system data safe and accessible. Okay, move to internal versus external hardware. So internal hardware includes motherboard, CPU, RAM, GPU, power supply, and also external is included keyboard, mouse, monitor, printer, headsets. So internal hardware works behind the scenes, while external hardware allows users to interact directly with the computer. So to conclude, hardware is the physical foundation of any computer system. So each component, whether internal or external, has unique function that contributes to the computer's overall performance. So understanding hardware help us to diagnose some problems and upgrade components and use technology more effectively. All right, move to topic two. So, is this a software and operating system? So, for the second topic, I will explain software and operating system, while hardware is the physical part. So, the software is the logical part, the invisible programs that make the hardware useful. So, without a software, hardware will be nothing more than metal and plastic. Okay, so what is software? So, software is a collection of instruction, programs, or data that tells the computer how to perform tasks. Software cannot be touched, but it controls how the computer works. So, software makes it possible to type a document, play a video, browse the internet, or run application. Now, move to type of software. So software can be divided with three major categories. So for one is system software, and second one is application software, and the third one is programming software. Okay, now move to system software. System software is responsible for managing and operating the hardware. So the most important example of system software is the operating system, which is I was gonna explain on the next slide. All right, operating system. An operating system, also known as OS, acts as intermediary between the user, the application, and the hardware. It controls memory, processes, input and output devices, security, and files. So the example include Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, and iOS. So the OS make it easy for humans to interact with the computer without needing to understand complex machine language. For example, when you click an icon, the OS translates that action into machine instruction. We move on next slide. Application software. So the application software is the type of software that help user perform specific tasks. So for example, is Microsoft Word so for writing documents, and Google Chrome is for browsing the internet, and Photoshop or Canva is for editing image, and Media Player is for watching videos or listening to music. So application software is what people use daily to complete tasks on a computer. Okay, move to programming software. So programming software is used by developers to create test other software. For example, is VS Code, is Visual Studio Code, and Java IDE, and Python editors and compilers. So this is type of software is essential for building new application and expanding technology. So, how software and hardware work together? So, hardware and software must always work together. Hardware is provide the physical system, while software gives instruction. For example, when you type on the keyboard, the hardware sends signals and the software interprets them to display letters on the screen. So to conclude this topic, software is what makes a computer functional and meaningful. So from the operating system to application, every program plays a specific role. So together with hardware, software creates a complete and usable computer system. So thank you. So that's it for my presentation for topic one and two. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.